Hey guys, welcome back. Sorry it's been a hot minute, but things got crazy. But also, welcome if you're new. My name is Bethany. I am a wife and mother of two. And today we are going to get this back porch just looking nice and having a seating area and not being catch-all. So that's what we're going to work on today. My soffit has come loose. I don't know if it expanded or contracted, but I have some wasps who have decided to reside there. So we're going to have to take care of that. My siding is looking a hot mess. My screen door has been torn from Bean. She does like to use that way. We're going to start off by getting the wasp taken care of, and I had a few angry ones just hanging around. I didn't get stung. I had one that I thought that might circle back, so I gave him a warning. So anyways, we're going to get that done. And then we're just going to get this all cleaned up. I was going to work on the soffit and get that fixed. And I came back through with some tools. My husband said, "What are you doing?" And I said, "I was going to try to fix the soffit." And he said, "Can you wait till Saturday?" And I said, "Yes." And he said, "I'll do it for you Saturday." So it doesn't get done on this video, but it is done. So he took care of that for me, and I am so glad to have that done because it looks bad. Plus, I didn't want wasps. See that guy? He's got beef. I don't know. I went and got the spray just in case. I missed him, but I gave him a warning. Like, hey, I'm not playing around with you today. And then he kind of leaves. So it worked. I'm going to start with re-screening this door. I did get the pet resistant, so it just holds up. You really don't need a lot to re-screen a door, so. So I still have screen doors just because, well, I would have more, but Bean kind of rushes wherever she wants, does what she wants. Just kidding. She can totally open this. She opens this all the time. And she actually can open those too. Key all of her culprits. But so anyways, if you're curious, these have a channel. You have to get the screen spine and then the roll of screen. And basically you just put it up there, and then you're going to use one of these. It has the screwdriver. This is really good for getting out. And then it has this for pushing in the channel. This helps start it if you need it, and then that will help. But so, just in case you're curious on how to do this, that's how. Sounds easier. This would probably be also easier if I took the door off, but I'm not. So don't quote me. The door may come off, who knows. I had a pair of vice grips up here that I use for opening and closing the pull pump, like the valve. But so anyways, I had the bright idea to just hold it up there with the vice grips. If you had clamps, that would work too, but it did make this a lot easier because once you got that corner started, then it kind of just held itself. But this is not hard, and it's not like super expensive. Also, I took this out of the bag, I guess, wrong. I got the wrong end. I thought it would be like yarn where you pull one end and it just unravels, but I guess I got the wrong end. So I just had to fight with that. But so you just get it started, and then you just go around, and it works really well. The little round part of it really works to get it in there. I did pretty good, but I did have a little wrinkle, but you really can't see it, so I'm not mad at it. So this summer, I really wanted to get my porches just kind of back to being used, because it has really been a while since my side porch or my back porch had a seating area. So I used to have seating areas on there, and that's why I have the furniture, but I just haven't. The back porch kind of became a catch-all, and then the side porch just had the glider on it, and then it kind of broke, and then I stood it up to see how to take it apart, and it kind of just stayed there. So I really wanted to have all of my porches where you could sit out and drink a cup of coffee and enjoy your morning or your afternoon. So that was the goal, and I was super happy to get this done this summer. This porch, I went with bright, fun colors for summer. And I know that we're kind of going into fall, but this porch overlooks the pool, so I wanted it to be bright and fun. People have started decorating for fall, and I'm excited for fall. I love fall, but the sun is still trying to kill me. So the idea of sweaters, I'm just not there yet, but I am very excited for fall. I am hoping we have, in our dining room, we have two vertical pantries. I mean, I don't know why I said vertical, but anyways, two pantries. They're just wall cabinets stacked on top of each other from the floor to the ceiling. But in between those, I really wanted to put like a countertop or something. And my sister gave me a granite countertop that she wasn't using that I think will work perfect or pretty close to perfect. I may have to do some modifying on that space, but I'm really excited for that. So I'm hoping I get that done before fall, because I would love to have a countertop there and decorate it for fall. But we'll just see what happens. And then I do have a couple things I want to get done in the yard with the garden and everything. Also, I was using an X-Acto knife to trim off the excess screen. You can use a razor blade or a box cutter. Mine just was dull and it wasn't working, and I don't know where the other ones are, like the extra blades, so I just used that. But so I'm going to get this all pressure washed and cleaned up because it is looking pretty rough. I have already pressure washed the left side of the house. I think I did that in the last video. I sprayed it with a bleach solution and then pressure washed. The bleach solution works really good. The pressure washer was already back here, so I went ahead and used it. But I wish, I am so bad about doing before and afters. The other day I was painting, so that's why the cardboard was down. But so I'm going to get all this cleaned up, and then I'm going to pressure wash this. And I always spray to make sure the water's coming through before I start the pressure washer. I don't know why. I think you're just supposed to. But look how much better, look, if you see, look, all that black comes off. It looks so much better. That's kind of how the bleach worked on the gutters and stuff as well, because I can't pressure wash that high. So, I could, but I was not doing all the ladder and all the stuff. But so anyways, I'm going to get this washed down, and then we are going to move on to decorating. Again, I already had the patio furniture. I just kind of gave it a refresh. I sanded them lightly wherever there was flaking paint, and I retouched the blue ones, and then I painted the end table and the glider purple. I just had to buy 1 can of spray paint because I already had some left over from when I painted them last time, and so I spent about $7 there. This rug I got at Hobby Lobby. It was a little less than $8. It was in their spring clearance, and then I bought these pillows at Walmart. They were clearanced out for $2.50 each, so I spent $7 on the paint, $8 on the rug. That's $15 plus $12.50 in pillows, I think, and that's about $27.50. So altogether, I spent a little less than $30 for just the cosmetic part of this, and then of course, about $30 fixing the door. So it cost me about $60 for this little refresh. Again, just using what I already had and making it work a little better and a little cuter. But so anyways, I hope you have a wonderful day wherever you're at. Thanks for hanging out with me. Remember, today's a blessing, and I hope I see you on the next one. Bye, guys.